happened, I did see, because I do go on Twitter a lot, and Instagram, and all those other platforms. I follow Stray Kids exclusively almost, but I do also follow other groups like ITZY and Blackpink. But like boy groups, K-pop boy groups, they're pretty much the only ones I follow. That's not to say I don't like the other ones. There are definitely a lot of talented artists out there, and not just from Korea, from like everywhere. But right now we're talking about, just Koreans. Um, I seen the video. I try to look it up right now, but I think they might have made whoever posted it take it down, or the person took it down voluntarily. Who knows? Um, it's good to see though that companies such as obviously Tommy Hilfiger, who is the one who designed all these suits, recognizes obviously their impact, and obviously also the ones taking the pictures are not gonna make as much money, so maybe that's part of why they're angry, upset, or whatever. But you know what? It doesn't even matter what the reason is, but the whole point is they should have been acting professional and not calling them names and things like that. The main one was one guy, I forgot his name, but he needs to, be professional. And what also surprises me is that Jennie from Blackpink was there, but there was no mention of any towards of racist or negative comments towards her like that, like calling her out. Not that I want them to either, but I just made that observation. I don't know if it has to do with gender, like just because she's a female, and like again, maybe he's just jealous because they're guys and more successful than him. Whatever the case is, he doesn't need to act that way. Shows how immature he is. But like I mentioned in one of my little posts, because I have several accounts actually, just because I have my reasons. But I have several accounts, and I did also mention on mine, not that anybody really follows me or anything, but I do spend a lot of time on there reposting and keep up to date on news. I would say Twitter is probably one of the fastest ways to find out for me, followed by YouTube. YouTube, obviously, yeah, you do get news quickly, but sometimes just to read something short is easier for me. And yeah, going back to the whole thing, I hope he recognizes his mistake. And the thing is, I feel like some people might be like, oh, it's not a big deal, but it is. It is a big deal, because when we let things like that slide, it just helps things, or not helps things, it just perpetuates, which keeps that type of thing going on, and it's not right. It's not right at all. But oh yeah, I got off track. Going back to what I was saying on my multiple accounts and whatever, like I had mentioned on there, and like smart people, say the best revenge is success. So we, as fans, can help support them by, continuing to support their music. And not just that, but I have seen stays even call out the company when they're not being treated right, or if there's security issues. Oh, it's really good, and I'm really glad to be a part of this fandom, because I've seen just how nice they are. Things they did at concerts, they wrote them letters, they threw the little letters at them. That was sweet. Felix cried. They all pretty much cried. What was another thing that they did? That was one of the most memorable things as a up and coming, or not up and coming, but like as a new state. And there's another time that Stays did something. I just can't remember right now. Uh, oh yeah, recently I think at another concert they spelled out like "We love you" or something like that, and they, you know, it shows. It shows because, like I said, whenever something happens, they'll go to the defensive. But I've already probably gone on and on about this a lot. The point is, we will continue to support and make them more famous, and then they can just, keep on hating or whatever. But just don't listen to that negativity. Besides that, oh, just a moment. Don't listen to that negativity. Besides that, what was I gonna say? I lose my trail of thought sometimes. But oh yes, they so obviously I also wanted to mention that I was very proud and happy to see that Chan handled the situation very well. He just, basically ignored him and walked off, which is the right thing to do. And I have a feeling that that guy that was talking all that nonsense, he probably wanted to get a reaction, just like how a lot of paparazzis do, to celebrities to sue them and all this and that, and I don't know. Or maybe he wanted his little 15 minutes of fame, which is sad, but I don't want to dwell too much on him in particular. Just the fact that it is a bigger issue, not just um towards them, but like any type of racism or whatever, like, is wrong, and we need to evolve as a society and stop being like that, and encourage people to stand up against that and not let them get away with it. Oh yeah, that's my 2 cents about that. Really want to talk about it. There are some quotes in here, but again, I don't want to really go into it. I did see at the very end one of the remarks that guy was saying was like "jump," like that was extremely disrespectful. Like, to me, that almost made it seem like there were like animals or something performing, and that's, again, just so wrong. Very disrespectful. But that's the moment when, Banchan pulled them out, and that was great. But look at them. They looked amazing, and they're still getting more recognition and all that. I'm also happy to see that MTV is being very supportive, as are a lot of other companies, big companies. And they're smart, because obviously for them it might be just business or whatever, but I'm still happy to see that. Alright, and I'll just end off on that.